I want to start with the new reporting. We just heard that investigators are looking into how much of this was a spontaneous attack on the Capitol. Obviously, to a degree, some of the people in the Capitol were there incited from what they heard at the mall. And how much of it was planned? How much of this was strategized ahead of time? As I know you're not in the FBI anymore, but you have such experience. When you look at what happened, what do you see?
Well, what Evan described makes good sense to me, that the FBI would be doing two things simultaneously. First, going immediately to find the bad actors all over the country that they can lay hands on and charging them, but also exploring this question about conspiracy. Look, there's no doubt there were at least some conspiracies, people wandering around exercising their First Amendment rights. Don't bring ropes and ladders and sledgehammers to a spontaneous event. This was a planned assault, as if going after a castle. So who was involved and how that happened, who funded it, who supported it, who knew about it, are going to be the questions they're going to answer. And I agree it will take time, but I'm sure they feel tremendous pressure to move quickly because of the ongoing threat.
And we should note that the incitement that people accused President Trump of did not just occur at the rally that morning. It's been going on for months, as he talked about the election being stolen, which obviously did not happen. So the question is, of the people who stormed the Capitol, how many were incited that morning and how many were incited in the previous weeks, right? I mean, is that how you would look at it?
Sure. What was their motivation? Who recruited them to the event? How did they travel to the event? Who paid for the supplies? And looking at what radicalized them is going to be important. It goes back farther than you mentioned, right? President Trump was explicitly endorsing the armed invasion of the Michigan State House, as I recall, and that was about the coronavirus. So that will be part of the investigation.